Namaskar, I am Dr. Amit Bharadwaj from India Meteorological Department. I welcome you all for the daily weather briefing for 29th of June. So, the weather observed during past 24 hours are listed here. The extremely heavy rainfall at isolated places over Bihar, Uttarakhand, and sub-Himalayan West Bengal and Sikkim. Very heavy rainfall at isolated places over Arunachal Pradesh, Assam and Meghalaya, and coastal Karnataka, and heavy rainfall at isolated places over Konkan, Goa, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Himachal Pradesh, East Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, East Rajasthan, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry, and Karaikal, and South Interior Karnataka are reported. So, if we see the rainfall amount over the various stations, we can see the over Bihar, the heaviest rainfall amount is observed 35 centimeter of rainfall. Over sub-Himalayan West Bengal and Sikkim region, it is 23 centimeter of rainfall is the maximum amount of rainfall reported over the station. Similarly, if we see the other station, Assam and Meghalaya, Jaigaon received 15 centimeter of rainfall. These are other various stations like East Uttar Pradesh, Maharajganj, Noteva received 10 centimeter of rainfall. Odisha, one of the stations received 10 centimeter of rainfall, and these are the other stations showed the significant amount of rainfall over the stations. Now, if we talk about the today's highlight, the southwest monsoon has further advanced into the remaining parts of the Bihar, some more parts of the Uttar Pradesh, entire Uttarakhand, most part of the Himachal Pradesh on today. And the conditions are becoming favorable for the further advance of the monsoon into remaining parts of Arabian Sea and Gujarat, some parts of the Rajasthan, remaining parts of the Madhya Pradesh, entire Uttar Pradesh and Himachal Pradesh, and some parts of the Jammu and Kashmir, some parts of the Punjab, Haryana and Chandigarh, and entire Delhi during next 48 hours between 30th June to 1st of July. Now, if we see the graphical representation of the progression of isotherm of the monsoon line, you can clearly see that till today, the green line representing the monsoon, which has covered various district and locations, and the corresponding red lines are showing the normal dates of the locations. So the northern limits are now passes from the green line as shown here in this figure. Now, if we see today's synoptic systems, there is a east-west trough which runs from Punjab to West Central Bay of Bengal across South Odisha coast, across Haryana, South Uttar Pradesh, northeast Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, South Odisha, which extend up to 0.9 kilometers above mean sea level. There is also offshore trough above mean sea level now, which runs from North Maharashtra coast to South Karnataka coast. There is also a cyclonic circulation over West Central Arabian Sea, which now lies over Northwest Arabian Sea between 1.5 kilometer to and 5.8 kilometer, which tilts southward with height. There is also cyclonic circulation which lies over coastal Odisha and neighborhood between 3.1 kilometer and 5.8 kilometer above mean sea level, which tilts southward with height. Now, these are the synoptic situation. Under these synoptic situation, fairly widespread light to moderate rainfall and isolated thunderstorm and lightning with isolated heavy to very heavy rainfall is very likely over Uttarakhand and Haryana and Chandigarh during 29th of June to 1st of July. Himachal Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh during 29th June and 2nd of July. Punjab on 29th and 30th of June. And scattered to fairly widespread over East Rajasthan during 29th of June to 2nd of July, and over West Rajasthan during 1st July to 3rd of July. So scattered to fairly widespread rainfall with thunderstorm lightning with isolated heavy to very heavy rainfall very likely over West Madhya Pradesh during 29th June to 2nd of July, East Madhya Pradesh to during 29th June to 1st of July, and isolated heavy rainfall over Chhattisgarh during 29th to 2nd of July. There will also be fairly widespread to widespread rainfall with thunderstorm is very likely to continue over Bihar, Jharkhand, Odisha, and Gangetic West Bengal during next 5 days, and isolated heavy rainfall over Odisha on 29th to 3rd of July, Jharkhand 29th and 30th June, Bihar during 29th June to 2nd of July, isolated extremely heavy rainfall likely over Bihar on 29th of June. So these are the conditions. Now, under the influence of the offshore trough, widespread rainfall and thunderstorm lightning with isolated heavy to very heavy rainfall very likely over Konkan and Goa, coastal Karnataka and Kerala and Mahi, and scattered to fairly widespread rainfall activity over Gujarat, Madhya Maharashtra, interior Karnataka during next 5 days. Isolated heavy rainfall over coastal Andhra Pradesh during 29th June to 2nd of July, Gujarat region during 30th June to 3rd of July, Madhya Maharashtra on 29th of June, and South India, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry and Karikal on 29th and 30th of June will be seen. Now, under the influence of southerly and south westerly winds in the lower level of our Bay of Bengal to northeast and adjoining East India, fairly widespread to widespread rainfall with isolated heavy rainfall and thunderstorm lightning very likely over northeast India during next 5 days, and isolated heavy to very heavy rainfall over Assam and Meghalaya on 29th of June. So these are the situation will happen, and if you see all those features in the graphical format, so these are the weather warning maps for the next 5 days. In this map, you can clearly see that East Uttar Pradesh heavy to extremely heavy rainfall warning has been issued for next 2 days, and for the day 1, Bihar, East UP and Uttarakhand extremely heavy rainfall warning has been issued. Now, if we come to the day 2, heavy rainfall warning has been issued for most part of the northwest of India, including Rajasthan, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Uttarakhand, Bihar. And if we go to the day 3, heavy rainfall warning, heavy to very heavy rainfall warning has been issued for East Rajasthan, West Madhya Pradesh, West Uttar Pradesh. Similarly, if we go see for the day 4, heavy rainfall warning has been issued for East Rajasthan as well as Madhya Pradesh. So for the day 5, most of the coastal region of the India will be receiving the heavy rainfall, and these are the all 5 days warning. You can actually download Meghdut app, Damni app, Mosam app to get more updates, and these are easily available apps you can download and get the updated information.